Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is Terrence Ray. I'm back at you with another stock market update. My bad for not getting that weekly video out yesterday. Just got busy, had a lot going on. But I'm here today. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Now today, since this is Monday, we actually got a jump start on the week. Today we didn't get, a whole lot done. I'm gonna go ahead and take these indicators off. This is the SPX, and this is what we had today. This is a doji candle, and we've for the most part just been drifting higher. Now, if you look to the left, here's all-time highs up here. What is that on the SPX? Is 61.47.43. So we right up here, right now. I do think we will make all-time highs at some point. Maybe not this week, maybe next week, but I do think we will get there after this correction. We had this correction here, and now we're kind of just drifting higher. Even though it seems like domestically, like here, we got a lot going on. It seems like the market is discounting what's going on in LA, New York. The market is just continuing to, act like normal, continue to drift higher, right? We even starting to form like a little triangle up here, where we might see something where, I don't know, maybe some type of like consolidation, right? You get some sort of consolidation up here. You could get a sharp move, to the downside. I don't think it'd be with any velocity, but you may get some pull back in here and then another push higher, or it could just do this and then get a nice big move, blow out to the top. So generally, when you get these like this, you start preparing for, large moves, and you'll be able to see that on it. These oscillators down here are start to contract as well. The expected move now, I didn't put the expected move for the week. I did look at it. It was somewhere right around like 94 or something like that. But from today on out, I went on ahead and put it up. So for the next 4 days, we do have an expected move of $75, which is not a whole lot compared to what we've been getting. Uh, I think that tech is carrying the market higher, tech and some other plays. So let's get to my plays of the week and what I will be looking at and watching this week for the rest of the week, seeing what I can get. I did put a comment. I'm still long the triple Qs. We'll go ahead and talk about that position real quick. I do think that the triple Qs basically is the ETF of the Nasdaq. I got a level all the way up here around like 600. Uh, and I do think that the Qs will get to that at some point this year. Don't know how long it's going to take, but I think we'll get there. I bought another broken wing butterfly like I did in the video. I already took that off for profit. And I got another one here. Got 39 days on it. My short strikes are out here at 540. And you can see we're right here. So I want to see us get in the money, which I need the price action to break 532 at some point. Not quite there. So I think I may be even. I'm down like $6. But the thing about these trades right here, time is on my side. The longer it takes to get to my spot, my short strike, the more money that this particular trade can make. That's why I bought it instead of selling it. And if you look at my previous video, I went over the dynamics of that. Now let's get to some plays of the week. Now, my YouTube weekly video stocks over here, the plays of the week. Some of them I go over from last week. Now, last week I think Hood Meta was on here. Look at this. Went right to where I had resistance sitting. This was today. You see it touched and pulled back. That was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday of last week. And you can see it went right up there. So I do think that now with it hitting that resistance, could see a little chop the next couple days, but I do have another level higher. I do anticipate Meta going to all-time highs up here right around 748. I do think that's all-time highs. Let's double check. Yeah, that'll be all-time highs. So I do think we will get to that. around 748. Uh, Meta is in the NASDAQ, so you can see the NASDAQ pushing higher. We can look for Meta to continue to push higher as well. So that's another, now I'm not saying I will come right out of the gate. Let's say the market open tomorrow. I don't know if I'd buy this tomorrow with it being high like this. I would like to see it pull back. Stuff like this, I want to see it pull back into a range somewhere down in here, get range bound. That's the best time to get in my opinion. So even with me saying, hey, I think it's going to go higher, I don't know if you want to just be buying options up here. You're going to lose. You could lose money just waiting on it. So let it pull back. You got low IV, so you really can't sell. That's why I'm buying the broken wings. I think that's a more viable trade. But all in all, you can just hold stock. If you've been holding Meta stock, it's beasting, right? Let's go take a look at Hood. Hood, same way. You can see this box right here I drew. It was my box, broke right out of that box. Right now we sitting today. It went down a little bit. Look at this wick right here. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I do think it'll push higher. I do have higher levels, but at some point, the market got to pull back a little bit at some point. So even though I think it's gonna go higher, I got a level all the way up here around 105. That don't mean it's gonna go straight there. So at some point, I would like to see it pull back a little bit to give you an opportunity, to buy on some dips. Now, some that I have added, also Palantir was on there from last week too. Palantir looked like it made a strong move today. Now, if you're looking to see this green candlestick right here, see how I got this nice box, this nice range right here. I think that if we get Palantir to break 135.28, Palantir breaks that, I got a next level up on Palantir right around 147. So I like to see it break 135.28, and then next level up is right around 147. Let's see what would a trade look like there, and you can see the expected move for the monthly of July option got you right up here, right around 150, 140, 145, right around that range. 1691 from here is what? That's 148, 149. So that'll put you right there where I have the market going. Now I may come out here and look to do something, right? More than likely either buy a call spread, something like do a call spread right there. Don't broken wing will look something like, I don't know, maybe 15 here, 10 here. So you gotta do two of these. I don't want to delete it. So you put two right here. So, and it will cost me what, 373. Max profit is 1127. Something like that. And you just need the market to go higher and stay within here in the next 39 days. Which if it was to shoot up there, you probably still would make some money. You're not gonna make that. But something like that. I like that trade if you want to make an equidistant butterfly, which I wouldn't do just because I think it could blow through it. So if it blows through it, you want to continue to be able to make money. That's why I move instead of making these wings equidistant. You break one, move it in. Only $10 wide here, 15 wide here. Do something like that. So I'll be looking, or maybe just come on right on out and just buy the call. I think Palantir gonna shoot. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and Palantir is all around it. So that's one of the stocks from last week. I really like this setup right here. This is the type of box that I like. Consolidation pattern in here, break either way. But I'm especially you get a break tomorrow, it break here. It's go time. So I'll be watching Palantir first thing in the morning tomorrow. Let's take a look at AMD, same thing. These tech stocks. AMD, another chip stock right here. Look at it. You can see the pattern. I already got trend lines here. You can see here was the previous high of 122.52. Did it break it today? Not quite. It kind of held. So tomorrow, I would be expecting to see it break this high. If you get this break here, next break up, next level up is right at 125. So that's another $3 or $4 away. And then if it continues to shoot higher, we got all the way up here to 131, which I do think it'll get to. So I like AMD. Nice setup on AMD. You can see the oscillator down here. You can see price action accelerating right here. And you can see that the oscillator is above zero up here. So we're looking for bullish trades when it's up here like this. When it's below on the AO, we're looking for short positions. I want to talk about MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, you can see break this fractal right here, but like we could run right now. This is a gap, so it did break this fractal, but this would be resistance right here. What this gap is. Let me draw it out so you guys can see it. It's got a gap right here, so that would be resistance. Now, let's see what it does tomorrow. You got a Harami. I didn't even notice this. I knew I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't see this Harami right here. See this? That's a Harami pattern. So when we get this, it's my favorite uh pattern in the world right here. Once you get to see how that body right there, I think in Japanese candlestick, they call it pregnant woman or pregnant lady. You see that would be the body, and that would be the stomach. That's your Harami. And when you get those consolidation patterns, you generally get breakouts from them. So here we go. Um, I like to see what it's gonna do right here. Broke the fractal. We put them back on there. Now, what makes me look at MicroStrategy wasn't MicroStrategy's chart itself. It was the fact that, hey, I'm doing this video on Monday evening, right? So the futures market is live and Bitcoin is running. Here's the spot Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up at the while I'm making this video is already up over 4%. 4.32% currently. It's up 4,500 bucks right now. So Bitcoin is running. You can see green down here. Bitcoin, I'm expecting Bitcoin to shoot even higher tomorrow by the time the market opens. If that happens, then we could expect MicroStrategy to follow suit. So trading MicroStrategy is a cheaper way of trading Bitcoin. Now I don't know how many people out here just buying whole Bitcoins and just slinging them. You might be able to sling some MicroStrategy at $392. So that's a way of playing Bitcoin. That's why I got MicroStrategy on. I guess we could take a look at Coinbase. Let's just see what Coinbase is still in a consolidation pattern. So we need Coinbase really not reacting like Bitcoin is. We need to see it move. So if you want to play it, Bitcoin, either trade Bitcoin outright or you might possibly be able to play MicroStrategy. Let's take a look at uh, Micron, tech stock, just killing it. Look, up and to the right. Can't lose. Look at it. Now, it has hit a level up here. I'll darken this up so you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see that. It's at a level up here, right here at 112 and a half. So I'm not quite sure if I would continue what I would buy it right here. You would like to see a pullback. Might not get it though. Might not get it. Next level up is right up here at 126.79. Hopefully we'll get a pullback where we can buy a dip and get in. Maybe we won't, but I put it on here because the chart is this is a great chart. You know, it looks good. Oracle, much of the same. Now these stocks are tech stocks. So if you're looking at them and I'm bullet and I'm looking at the Qs and I expect the Qs to go higher, which is tech heavy. A lot of these chips, these tech stocks, I expect them to follow suit and continue to go higher as the Nasdaq goes higher. So these are plays, you got to be patient because they're up really high. Um, These are good stocks to do cover calls in, especially Oracle. Oracle got a nice IV rank. You can do some things in Oracle because it got a 42.8 IV rank. Now, it is overbought on the RSI because I got a RSI label over here. So on the RSI, it has a 76. Now, we just got to be careful. Now that we know it's overbought, but we know it can still push higher even though it's overbought. Just expect, excuse me, even on the stochastic, it's overbought. On my stochastic, it's 94. So expect a little bit of a slowdown, but I'll be looking to buy dips. I'll get a pullback, maybe get a pullback into here, come back about $10, then be looking to do something to get in on a dip buy. But ideally, I expect tech to continue to, it may go sideways and drift higher, but I still think tech will continue to go higher, and those will be my plays. So in the morning, right off the ripper, we're looking at Palantir. We want to see if Palantir gonna break this box right here. That's number one on the list. Palantir. Number two, AMD. We want to see if it's gonna break this high here. So we're looking at AMD, Palantir one, AMD two, and then we want to see what MicroStrategy gonna do because we're gonna be watching Bitcoin. So those are three stocks that I'm looking at tomorrow morning that possibly either scout, put another trade on, uh, just like that. So hey guys, hopefully you got something out of these videos. Let me know about the stocks that I picked going forward. Let me know what you think, what you looking at. Give me a thumbs up, share the video. With all that being said, man, happy trading. Peace.